So remember how we talk about how the detransition period is typically around 7 to 10 years. How many years ago was 2014? It's 2023. Uh-oh. All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Let's party. We got a fun one here today. Ben Shapiro, our good friend, was talking about how South Park has predicted everything. Now, of course, the old joke is Simpsons did it, but now we have enough South Park that South Park did it. Let's check it out.
Well, folks, South Park has been on the air since 1997, and there are a lot of times that South
I didn't realize it had been that long. Damn.
Park has been way ahead of politics because, honestly, everything that South Park parodies eventually becomes reality.
All right, that does it! I'm sick of this and I'm not taking it any longer! You all push me to this!
How dare you?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
How dare
I'm going to
you?
the potty. This is the girls' bathroom. All right, I need to tell you something, Wendy. I'm transgender. What? Did you notice the bow? I'm not comfortable with the sex I was assigned at birth, so I'm exercising my right to identify with the gender of my choice. Now get out of my way, I have to take a
Well, that's the rules, right?
This is 2014. Cartman.
Wow, 2014. 2014. So remember how we talk about how the detransition period is typically around 7 to 10 years. How many years ago was 2014? It's 2023. Uh-oh.
The Leah Thomas of South Park.
Get out of here! Don't give me more issues than I already have, Wendy.
Yep. The girls are not victims. The girls are actually the oppressors.
Yeah, how dare they want their own private space to do things like go to the bathroom.
So, yeah, this was well ahead of its time. 2014. It wasn't actually that far before the Obama administration really started pushing this stuff full scale and telling public schools they had to do this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that all of this was meant as parody of the left, and then it just became like the left normally.
That's how a lot of things, even things that weren't even meant to be specifically parodies of the left, just parodies of society in general. Look back at like SNL skits and just TV shows in general. I remember specifically, I like to watch Community. When I'm going to sleep, I always need a sitcom that I've seen a million times so I could just listen to it, play it, and whatever. And there's a moment when there's a comic coming to the community college, and everybody's like, "Oh, we hate him." We don't know. And Britta, who is supposed to be the liberal, a wokester, is like, "Are you kidding me? I can't believe I'm saying this. I was going to protest this guy, but we have to stand up for free speech." That's what it meant to be a liberal just a few years ago. Not anymore. All right, next one.
Say, Tom, do you have any pudding left?
I ate all mine up, silly.
Well, then, now what do we do?
Brokeback Mountain?
Sorry.
Well, why don't we just explore our sexuality?
All right, so this is early when he's still throwing up on Wendy. So I'm going to guess, what year was Brokeback Mountain? I have no idea. I'm going to guess 2008.
Oh, good idea. Let's.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, I shouldn't be seeing this.
Is there a problem, young man?
Yeah, so that was just a couple of years before Brokeback Mountain, which was effectively about gay cowboys eating pudding. So well done, South Park.
So they didn't give a year. What year did Brokeback Mountain come out? Let me know.
Dad, what's a sex change operation?
What? Nothing. I'll explain it to you when you're a little older.
But our teacher, Mr. Garrison, he just had his penis made into a vagina. How come? Penis!
Your teacher had a sex change? Oh, my God.
Vagina! Kyle, you have to cheer up, dude. So you aren't built right for basketball.
So this is the same episode, but just seeing that interaction at the dinner table, it used to be okay to not immediately be accepting of something that was so far outside of what you're normally used to. Same episode here.
But I feel like a basketball player. It's all I want to do.
Hello, boys! It's me, your teacher, Mrs. Garrison.
You guys, Mr. Garrison has titties.
Yes, Mr. Garrison has titties.
Oh, South Park. How ahead of the game you were. 2005.
So that was 2005. And then in, what was it, 2021 or right around that time, we had the Canadian teacher with the double Z bazongas. Ahead of their time.
But you're not allowed to make those jokes anymore. Obviously, the joke is that,
No, you're
that
not.
Kyle wants to be a basketball player, but he's not good at it, but he still feels like a basketball player. And Mr. Garrison wants to be Mrs. Garrison, but is still Mr. Garrison. Yeah, I can't make those jokes anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, if you haven't seen the episode that Kyle's like, I feel like a basketball player, I should be able to do it. And then he has, I forget what silly name they call the operation, but they turn him into a tall black man. They break his bones, they dye his skin, all that stuff. And that's supposed to be a parallel to being trans because it's ridiculous.
I mean, South Park can. They still do.
Hannah Montana's Miley Cyrus, though only 15 years old, is already on her way to being a major superstar.
All right, so we have Miley Cyrus when she's 15. I don't know how old Miley Cyrus is, but this has to be at least 10 years ago.
Looks like next harvest will be even better.
Kratos!
So that whole episode is about Britney Spears being completely destroyed as a human being because she was a young celebrity who's then sexualized.
Real quick, shout out to Britney Spears. Is Britney okay? Leave Britney alone.
Totally lip syncing.
She doesn't have any lips.
And so there they are, talking about how that was going to happen to Miley Cyrus. Okay, I have to say, easy call. I wrote a book in 2005 called Porn Generation, in which I actively discussed the reality, which is that every single major female Disney star was going to be adulted. So, you know, yes, they get credit for it, but then again, so do I.
Okay, look, you don't want to end up like the spokesman for Subway, do you?
Did you just use a term that excludes women from an occupation?
Okay, let's back up.
Ah! Did you just say spokesman instead of spokesperson when women are just as capable of selling sandwiches as anyone? Are you purposefully trying to use words that assert your male privilege?
I mean, is there any commentary necessary for this? Is there any commentary necessary for this? This was supposed to be parody. This is just a documentary now.
No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to frame you for raping Butters.
And then we get to a PC principal who definitely signifies the left. Again, he would be president of the United States now, PC principal. Actually, he's basically just Andrew Cuomo. The real props he would have been if he had become governor of New York, killed all of the old people, and then been ousted for sexual harassment.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden watching Jersey Shore.
Animated Snooki.
Who is that?
Oh, no.
It's Al Qaeda!
Peering through Al Qaeda. Okay.
They're trying to fight against New Jersey.
Our country's getting back
Hey, why we ain't on New Jersey? Come on.
to normal, and we owe it all to Osama bin Laden.
It's almost like you could replace Osama bin Laden here as a enemy of America with Zelensky, who is, you know, dragging our country into a war that so many of us have no desire to be in. And Biden is acting exactly like Randy here.
On this day, let us all remember that no people on this earth are really enemies, only folks with differences.
Tango's down, tango's down.
We got him!
Yeah, that is in fact what happened to Osama bin Laden. So they called that one.
Hi, I'm Gerald, Kyle Broflovsky's father.
Have a seat. I've been talking with your child, and we're going to be giving him 2 weeks
no.
detention.
What's
PC
this about,
principal.
Kyle?
Your son said some things to a 4th grade girl that frankly make me want to puke. Now that I'm principal, I'm not going to allow anyone at the school to be made feel unsafe and harassed.
I bet you he said like her or she or girls' toys or something like that.
What did he say?
You'll have to excuse my language. I don't think Caitlyn Jenner is a hero.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! You can't say that. She's so stunning and brave.
I'm just going to point out here that for this exact thing, I was manhandled on national television.
That's true. That's true. If you guys remember when he was doing the debate, and they were talking about Caitlyn Jenner, and he wouldn't refer to her as her, and the trans woman was like, "You're gonna leave here in a body bag," or something like that.
Literally, a dude put his hand on the back of my neck and threatened to send me home
Yep,
in
there
an
it is.
ambulance for saying that exact thing, that Caitlyn Jenner is not a hero.
Back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now.
Or you'll go home in an ambulance.
So yeah,
Leftist inclusion and tolerance at its finest.
I feel you, South Park.
This kind of transphobic and bigoted hate speech isn't gonna fly here, bro! I thought we were all on board that Caitlyn Jenner is an amazing, beautiful woman who had the exquisite bravery of a butterfly flying against the wind. And then this comes out of people's mouths!
PC Principal, I'm sure Kyle was just referring to Bruce Jenner as
Bruce Jenner? Who that?
a person and not trying to say anything against.
You got a problem, bro?
No?
Because it's not Bruce Jenner, it's Caitlyn, and she's a stunning woman!
It's ma'am!
Yep. That didn't stop. Like, that was just the beginning, man. Now J.K. Rowling is on the chopping block because she says women exist. So all parody is essentially just prophecy now. And so South Park is good at parody, which means that they are effectively prophets.
So just a fun little video there. Definitely not as serious as we always do, but over here, we love to party. And when Ben Shapiro is partying, we are going to attend. What did you guys think of this one? Thank you so much for partying with me. Make sure to catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Once again, guys, I am your host, Lutch, a.k.a. The Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, I am out of here. Peace.